In just an hour and a half, a sea of blue will issue a final last salute to fallen NYPD officer Jonathan Diller. A funeral mass will be held at 10:30 a.m. before he is laid to rest. Diller was shot and killed while conducting a traffic stop on Monday. Police say a career criminal pulled the trigger.
Hundreds lining the streets of Massapequa for Diller's second wake yesterday. New York Diocese Archbishop Cardinal Timothy Dolan offering an Easter message of hope to Diller's widow and one-year-old son.
He says, quote, "Dear Stephanie, beloved little Ryan, beloved cops, from deep down come sobs that make us tremble. Questions about why, what if, we're with you beneath the cross. Yet also from way far within, we sense a kind of hope, a flicker of light, a guarantee that God's love and the fragile life he gave all of us will endure for all eternity." That's a message from Timothy Cardinal Dolan here at St. Patrick's Cathedral. And obviously everybody's heart's with that widow. I mean, Stephanie, it's just, you just can't imagine what she's going through, especially as a Catholic during Holy Week. And it is poignant that does bring up our Mother Mary and the kind of grief she was in this week, and what Stephanie must be feeling. I mean, all of us are just so heartbroken. One person who is also heartbroken is Brian Kilmeade. He's been doing amazing reporting for us from the scene, from his hometown, and he joins us now.
Yeah, here I'm in Massapequa, Long Island. Just to the right of me is St. Rose of Lima, and that is where the funeral will take place in an hour and 5 minutes for Jonathan Diller, who lost his life 5 days ago. And that is not news to my other two guests, Commissioner Pat Ryder, great to see you, Mr. Commissioner, and Frank Siller, who, as soon as he heard about this incident, made sure Tunnel to Towers was going to help out. And Frank, you made the announcement a couple of days ago, but your feeling about being able to tell the Diller family you don't have to worry about the mortgage.
Well, you know, I spoke to Stephanie the day after, and it was very sad, to say the least. You know, I've spoken to hundreds of widows over the years that lose their loved one protecting our country or protecting our communities, and it's just a very sad situation. But to see everyone come together like this to help lift this family, right. It's remarkable.
We're going to see tens of thousands here, Commissioner. This is your area, Nassau County. How are you coordinating this? We understand that this is going to be about a 1.5 mile procession. I'm probably seeing 3,000 cops already. I've talked to some from New Mexico. They've come from upstate New York, Austin, Texas, Dallas, Texas. They're coming from Arkansas, and they start with you.
Yeah, well, what you're seeing is what's in front of the church right now. In all the side streets, it's packed with law enforcement. They're starting to form the formations and start moving the people up in front. You're going to probably see 50 to 60,000 police officers out here to pay their respects for the officer.
And what you've got to do is be there every step of the way through 4 sessions at the wake. Could you talk about the emotions you've seen and what your impressions is of the family?
Well, the most important thing is we don't ever forget the family. This is about the family. We're here to show support for the family. We had 4 sessions at the funeral parlor. Again, thousands of law enforcement piled in to pay their respects, come from all over the country. Today, you're going to see as far as Texas, California, the Midwest, all piling in here because we get together, we bond together as a family in these tragedies, and this is what we are known for. It's probably the worst day of our lives is when we lay down one of our brothers, but at the same time, it is the most heartwarming and motivating type thing for law enforcement because you realize what power your family has.
And Frank, for you personally, you told me you've been to so many of these funerals. Does it ever get easier?
No, it really doesn't. And, you know, today we have a whole contingency of Tunnel to Tower widows that are going to be sitting with us in the church that want to be here in support of this family. Afterwards, we will spend time with the Diller family, with Stephanie, and have lunch with them and let them know that she's not alone. She'll never be forgotten. Her husband will always be honored and never forgotten. And that's what the Tunnel to Towers tries to do, bring some comfort in this time of need.
Right. And it's just hard to believe that 2 blocks from Stephanie was the serial killer. the Gilgo serial killer. I mean, I cannot believe what has happened in this town over the last 6 months.
Remember, so Massapequa is a community of cops and firemen, civil service, middle-class America, hardworking people that come. They have a great downtown area, a great community. You know, you get your little surprises that pop up, but this is one that we did not obviously expect, and we are going to stand together and unite behind the Diller family today.
And Frank, if people want to help out, the Diller family or other families in Tunnel Towers, where do they go?
T2T.org. It's our promise to any first responder in America. You go out, you give your kids a kiss goodbye, you don't come home, we're going to take care of your family that's left behind.
So they teamed up with Dave Portnoy and Barstool. And what is that number up to now with Barstool?
Well, I talked to Dave yesterday. He's up to $1.7 million.
Goes to the family.
100% of it goes to the family.
Unbelievable. Sad day, but it's a bonding moment for the men and women in blue, and you're coordinating it all, and you're doing the best you can to bring people through the most difficult point in their life. Frank, always great to see you.
God bless you. God bless you.
It's been great. Always great. All right, back to the studio.
Hey, Brian, real quick question. I was told that there's a blue line on the road. Can you describe what that is for our viewers?
The blue line on the road?
The blue line on the road is painted for miles. It goes from east to west on Merrick Road. Again, respecting, that's where we will stand. We will our formations, our toes will touch that. And again, remembrance of unity.
Here, let's take a look. Show me where it is. Let's go out. Is it painted right now?
Painted right now.
Yeah, I'll give you my. Can we?
So this is just taking place. You see Curtis Leo has come down here from Guardian Angels. So here it is.
Hey, Jim.
This is the line.
Following the footsteps, huh?
Right here on Merrick Road.
Love that.
We've met for miles.
How are you, buddy?
Again,
Oh, I'm a live
symbol
mic.
that the community unites behind the Diller family.
Look at this. And we're still an hour away, and already I'm probably seeing 5,000 police officers right in the middle of Massapequa, right in the middle of the road. That I did not even see that, Pete. Thanks you for bringing that to my attention. I did not know that was there. That helps you coordinate.
All the officers will line their toes right in front of it. That's how we'll line up. So again, we get that distance and respect for the family, but it also shows that unity amongst law enforcement. No matter where you're coming from, today we stand as one.
Beautiful.
Right, Commissioner Pat Ryder, thanks so much. And you also see all the flags on the street. And you see people, the police officer families, firefighter families especially, retired cops and active cops all around the country. This is a huge national story, and I think they're watching around the world. Actually, Toronto, Canada is also here, right?
Toronto, Canada is here, California, around the country. They're all here to pay their respects for the Diller family.
Thanks, Commissioner. All right, back to the studio. Thanks, guys.
Well done, Brian.
Thank you, Brian.
Very much. That blue line stands strong.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.